is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a grocery haul for the week for my family of 5. I do have 3 kids. They are 8 years old, 5 years old, and 3 years old. And then me and dad, we do a lot of at-home cooking. So I have a lot of items here just to get us through this week. I did go to Sprouts and Aldi today, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything I got. So all of the fresh produce that you see here came from Sprouts, and then all of the frozen and canned bagged items, that all came from Aldi. I love doing my produce shopping at Sprouts. I feel like I save a ton of money there. I believe I got all the produce that you saw for just $23 for the week, so that is really good. Starting with the meats that I have out, this came from Aldi. I got some mild Italian sausage, these chicken breast, and then a pack of ground beef. This ground beef should last us at least 2 meals, hopefully 3. I also got this giant thing of the Yo Crunch yogurt my kids like. We have 2 different types of burger buns. I love the brioche buns, those are so good. I got some flour tortillas, some pepperoni because we're gonna be making pizza from scratch. I'm really excited to do that. I also got these roasted red pepper hummus singles. I love this roasted red pepper hummus. It is so good. If you haven't tried it yet, you definitely need to. 2 different things of croutons. We needed some sea salt, and then I got some tomato paste and a couple cans of tomato sauce. I also got banana peppers, which we actually already had a jar, so I'm just gonna put that away. We also got a sack of small potatoes, some frozen veggies, frozen french fries, frozen chicken breast patties. I love these in the burger buns for sandwiches for myself. Also the chicken fries, and then 2 things of chocolate almond milk. I do chocolate almond milk for my kids instead of regular Hershey chocolate milk. I just feel like it's a little better. Then I also have some zucchini. This is all gonna be from Sprouts starting now. So I have the coconut rolls that my boys absolutely love. These are so good. So I get them every time that I'm out Sprouts. I got a couple different kinds of peppers, a bag of onions, which I actually think I grabbed those onions over at Aldi, a ton of bananas, a big thing of green beans, which was on sale at Sprouts. These cotton candy grapes was probably the most expensive thing I bought at Sprouts, but my boys love those. Also got squash over there, blackberries, tomatoes, some celery, organic spring salad mix, and then some lemons and limes here. And then I have a small bag of cuties, and last thing is this head of cauliflower. So this is everything I got my family of 5 for the week. We do have other things already in the fridge, which you'll see here. We have some avocados and spinach. We have some fresh fruit already, and then we have all the milk and eggs and dairy things that we need. So we're not really slacking in that area. We just needed some fresh produce and a couple frozen items this week. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys a couple meals I make for my kids out of the food I picked up. Okay, so I just quickly made my kids a little snack. We did just get all the groceries put away, and then we went to the park for a little while. So for snack time, the boys are having some apples with grapes, and then these coconut rolls that I got at Sprouts that I showed you in the grocery haul. And then my daughter is having a chocolate chip cookie that we have from Christmas, these little Christmas animal crackers, and then some apples. Honestly, she's probably not going to eat all of that, maybe just a little bit, but that's just how she is. The boys will probably eat their whole snack. Okay, so we are jumping right into dinner. For dinner tonight, I am cooking one of my favorite things. It is sausage with onions and peppers. I love making this meal. It is so good over rice. You just let the sausage brown first, and then you add in the onions and peppers, and you let it all cook together, and it's just such a delicious meal. So here you just saw me cutting up all my vegetables, and now I'm about to start browning my sausage. I did season my sausage up with some salt, pepper, garlic, adobo, and sazon. Also, this sausage was the mild Italian sausage that I picked up at Aldi the other day. So once you are done browning your sausage, you're gonna go ahead and add in your onions and peppers. I also added in a few cloves of garlic and stir that really good. Now we're gonna let this sit on our stove for about 40 minutes in total, but we just wanna put a lid on it and keep coming back to that to make sure we mix it up every few minutes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some chicken for my kids. I know that they don't really like the sausage when I cook it with the onions and peppers, so I'm gonna go ahead and do myself a favor. I'm gonna cut them up one chicken breast. This is gonna feed all 3 of them. I'm gonna cut this in half and then also into like tenders, and we're just gonna grill this on the griddle with the kids' favorite seasoning on it. Okay, so back over on my stove, I am going to be seasoning up my peppers and onions with some salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. And you just want to give that a really good stir. And I'm going to let these vegetables cook for a little bit longer. This is about 20 minutes later and it's looking really good. It's almost to the point we want it. I am going to go ahead and put the lid back on and just let it cook for a little bit longer until the rest of the dinner is ready now. So like I mentioned before, this is the kids' favorite seasoning for like chicken and stuff. I'm going to just be adding this to both sides of the chicken, and then I'm going to put this on our heated up griddle. You want your chicken to cook evenly on each side for about 5 minutes. Back over on our stove, our onions, peppers, and sausage are basically done, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. And I'm just going to be flipping our chicken to make sure it's all browned really nice and evenly. So all of the meat is done cooking. I had a freezer bag of cauliflower and broccoli that my boys enjoy, so I went ahead and cooked that up. I just threw it in the microwave and then added some basic butter, salt, and pepper to them. I gave my daughter 1 piece of broccoli for exposure. She's definitely not going to eat it, but I do like to put it there for her in case one day she decides to try it. I also had cooked up some rice on the stove. I think I've shared before how I cook my rice on here, but if I haven't, I can definitely make a video doing rice. We just like simple white rice. They each had a couple small pieces of sausage to try and then some of the chicken. They did really well eating that dinner. This was my dish. It was so good. I added some extra of the juice on top. It was absolutely delicious. This is like a comfort food for me completely. So now I am breaking up the cauliflower head that I bought. I'm going to be leaving some larger just for later on in the week for dinners and stuff. But right now I'm going to be showing you how I make some buffalo cauliflower. You want to have a dish with some beaten egg in it and then a dish with some seasoned flour. You're going to coat your broken up cauliflower in some egg, and then you want to coat it very well in the seasoned flour. I was trying really hard to use a fork, but it just wasn't working out for me, so I went ahead and with my hands and I just got it done. Over on my stove, I had a pot of oil heating up. You're just gonna drop your cauliflower in there, and every couple of minutes give it a little stir, and you wanna just fry that until it is really nice and golden brown. You'll see here in just a minute or two. It took about 10 to 12 minutes in real life. In the meantime, I made a quick hot sauce, so I used Frank's Red Hot, their original hot sauce, and I added some melted butter to it. You want to give that a really good stir to combine those two liquids together, and then I added a little bit of cayenne pepper. I also ended up going in with a little bit of barbecue sauce. I used Sweet Baby Ray's original barbecue. Oh, first the cauliflower was all done. I never got back to the stove, but this is what it looked like when it was finished. Like I said, it took about 10 to 12 minutes on my stovetop, and then I used about a tablespoon of that Sweet Baby Ray's. And I'm just gonna mix that together really good until you have this nice thick hot sauce. It's like a sweet hot sauce. It is so delicious, especially over this cauliflower. On my plate, I had a little bit of ranch and some celery. This was such a great snack after working all day. I made this after I put the kids in bed, and it was just so perfect for me. Now I'm gonna be slicing up some bananas to freeze. I bought 2 bunches of bananas at the store because I wanted to add to our freezer stash. We didn't have very many bananas left, so here I am just throwing those into our Ziploc bag. And then I threw these bananas in the freezer separately because honestly I ran out of Ziploc bags. I didn't have any more, which we usually have a ton, so we have to go to Sam's and get those. But I just threw those in the freezer, and it worked out fine because I ended up making banana ice cream with this. This is a fun treat I like to make for my kids. I use about 5 cups of frozen bananas. You definitely want to use frozen bananas because you're going to get that nice thick frozen consistency that you want for this. And then I like to use the almond milk we buy at Aldi's. You're going to use about 1/4 cup of almond milk. You'll see here I didn't add enough almond milk at first. I did just a little bit. I kind of wanted to show you guys that you can always add more almond milk to make it more liquidy, and that way you can just kind of mess with the consistency that you want. You can make this all the way into a smoothie that your kids can drink right out of a straw. You can leave it very thick, and you can scoop it like ice cream. I'm going to go ahead and add some more almond milk and blend this up a little bit more. There's a lot of different ways that you can make this into flavored ice cream for your kids. You can also use regular milk. If you don't have almond milk, regular milk works the exact same way. I have done that plenty of times before. This is just a very fun treat. I gave this actually in the morning to my kids after breakfast. They loved snacking on this. I added some chocolate chips on top, and for 2 of my kids that love sprinkles, I added sprinkles on top. So this is actually the end of today's video. I did go ahead and freeze the leftovers of this ice cream back in that little banana tin. I just wanted to show you guys that you can do that. I want to thank you for making it this far. I hope that I gave you some new recipe ideas for your family and your kids. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys next time.